Hello my dear students, welcome back to your video lesson. I'm Shweta Gupta, your maths teacher. Today I am going to teach you the remaining part of exercise 12B. This exercise is the exercise of word sums based on percentage, and in our earlier video lesson we have covered some questions from exercise 12B, and now in this video lesson we are going to cover the rest of the questions of exercise 12B. So let's get started. So children, let's begin exercise 12B from question number 6, right? It says the number of women living in a society is 90% of the number of men in the society. If the number of men is 1200, how many men and women in all live in the society? So let us see how we are going to solve this word sum. Number of men living in the society is equal to 1200. It is already given in the question itself. Number of women living in the society is equal to 90% of the number of men in the society, which is also given in the question. And children, as we know, the number of men is equal to 1200, so we have written 90% of 1200. So 90% of 1200 is equal to 90 upon 100 multiplied by 1200. And children, why we have written 90 upon 100? Because 90% means 90 out of 100. So 90 upon 100 multiplied by 1200, which is the total number of men. Now children, we will cancel the 20 in the denominator and the 20 in the numerator, right? So what is left? In the numerator it is 90 multiplied by 12, and in the denominator it is 1. So 90 multiplied by 12 is equal to 1080. So the number of women living in the society is equal to 1080. Now children, what is asked in the question? We have to find the total number of men and women living in the society. So what is our answer? The total number of men and women living in the society is equal to 1200 plus 1080, and that is equal to 2280. Clear children? So now let's move to the next question. So children, the seventh question of this exercise says Raghavan weighs 72 kg. The weight of his son is 75% of his weight. Find the difference between their weights. Okay children, so let's see how we are going to solve this word sum. First of all, what is the weight of Raghavan? It is 72 kg, which is given in the question. And weight of his son is equal to 75% of Raghavan's weight, right? So 75% means 75 out of 100, that is 75 upon 100. And what is Raghavan's weight? It is 72 kg. So what we are going to write? 75 upon 100 multiplied by 72. Now children, we will divide 75 in the numerator and 100 in the denominator by common number 25, and our answer will be, when 75 divided by 25 will be 3 and 100 divided by 25 will be 4. So in the numerator it is 3 multiplied by 72, and in the denominator it is 4, right? Now children, we can divide 72 in the numerator and 4 in the denominator by common number 4. So when we divide 72 by 4, we get 18, and when we divide 4 by 4, we get 1. So now what is left? In the denominator it is 1, and in the numerator it is 3 multiplied by 18, which is equal to 54 kg. Right? So this is the weight of his son, 54 kg. Now what is the difference between their weight? Means what is the difference between the weight of Raghavan and the weight of his son? So the difference between their weight is equal to 72 kg minus 54 kg, which is equal to 18 kg. Now children, let's come to the 8th question of this exercise. Question number 8 says, Ashu scored 80 points in a quiz. Danny got 80% of Ashu's score and Tinu got 50% of Danny's score. What was Tinu's score? So children, in this question, let us see how we are going to find out the answer. First of all, score of Ashu in quiz is equal to 80 points. It is already mentioned in the question. What is Danny's score? Well, it is given in the question that Danny got 80% of Ashu's score. So Danny's score is equal to 80% of Ashu's score, right? 80% means 80 upon 100. And what is Ashu's score? It is 80 points. So 80 upon 100 multiplied by 80, right? Now we are going to divide the numerator 80 and the denominator 100 by common number 10. So when we divide 80 in the numerator by 10, we get 8, and when we divide 100 in the denominator by 10, we get 10, right? So now what is left? In the numerator it is 80 multiplied by 8, and in the denominator it is 10. Now again we are going to divide 80 in the numerator and 10 in the denominator by common number 10. So 80 divided by 10 is equal to 8, and 10 divided by 10 is equal to 1. So what is our answer? 8 multiplied by 8 is equal to 64 points. So children, Danny's score is 64 points. Now in the next step, what is Tinu's score? Well, it is mentioned in the question that Tinu got 50% of Danny's score. So Tinu's score is equal to 50% of Danny's score. And now children, we already know that Danny's score is 64 points that we have solved. So now what we are going to write? 50% of Danny's score is equal to 50 upon 100 multiplied by 64, right? So now what we are going to do? We will divide 50 in the numerator and 100 in the denominator by common number 50. So 50 divided by 50 is equal to 1, and 100 divided by 50 is equal to 2. Now children, 64 upon 2, right? Now again we will divide 64 in the numerator and 2 in the denominator by common number 2, and we get 32 as the answer. So Tinu's score is 32 points, right? So in the final answer we will write Tinu's score was 32 points. Now let's move to the next question. Now children, let's come to question number 9 of this exercise. It says Amrish bought 4 sweaters at rupees 250 each and sold them at rupees 275 each. What was his profit or loss percentage? So let us see how we are going to solve this problem. Cost or cost price of one sweater is equal to rupees 250, which is given in the question. So the cost price of 4 sweaters will be rupees 250 multiplied by 4, because he bought 4 sweaters, and rupees 250 multiplied by 4 is equal to rupees 1000, right? Now he sold them at rupees 275 each. So selling price of one sweater is equal to rupees 275. Therefore, selling price of 4 sweaters is equal to rupees 275 multiplied by 4, which is equal to rupees 1100 or rupees 1100. So children, because the selling price is more than the cost price, the selling price of 4 sweaters is more than the cost price of 4 sweater. So his profit is rupees 1100 minus rupees 1000, which is equal to rupees 100. So we can say he made a profit of rupees 100 on the cost price of rupees 1000. So his profit percent is equal to 100 upon 1000 multiplied by 100, right? And 100 upon 1000, where 100 is the profit and 1000 is the cost price, right? So now what we are going to do, we will divide 100 in the numerator and 1000 in the denominator by common number 100. So 100 divided by 100 is equal to 1 and 1000 divided by 100 is equal to 10. So now what is left? 100 upon 10. Now we are going to divide 100 in the numerator and 10 in the denominator by common number 10. So 100 divided by 10 is equal to 10 and 10 divided by 10 is equal to 1. So our answer is 10%. So we can say that his profit percentage is 10%. Children, let's come to the last question of this exercise. Question number 10 says, Mr. Kadam bought a TV for rupees 16,400 and sold it for rupees 13,120. What was his profit or loss percent? So let us see how we are going to solve this word sum. Cost price of TV is equal to rupees 16,400. Cost price means the price at which he bought TV. So it is rupees 16,400. Selling price of TV is equal to rupees 13,120. Now children, as we can see that the selling price is less than the cost price, so his loss is equal to rupees 16,400 minus rupees 13,200, which is equal to rupees 3,280. So he made a loss of rupees 3,280 on the cost price of rupees 16,400, right? So his loss percent is equal to 3,280 upon 16,400, where 3,280 is the loss and 16,400 is the cost price, multiply by 100. Now what we are going to do? We will cancel the common 20 in 100 and 16,400, and now what is left? 3,280 in the numerator and 164 in the denominator. Now we are going to divide the numerator as well as the denominator by common number 164. So 3280 divided by 164 is equal to 20, and 164 divided by 164 is equal to 1. So our answer is 20%, means loss percent is equal to 20%. So we will say that his loss percent is 20%. So children, this way we have come to the end of this exercise 12b. I hope you have understood all the questions properly. Thank you, my dear students, for watching this video lesson, and I hope you have understood this exercise 12b and you have enjoyed learning this exercise. So children, keep watching and keep learning.